What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Whap Down Entertainment. I'm Tino and I'll be your caster for this game. We're having a Victini Mewbox versus Eternatus Vmax today. And believe it or not, but this is the first time we're seeing a Eternatus on this tournament, so I'm super excited for this. Let's see. Dewey starting out with a Volcanion and Trey has to start out with a Crobat. Not ideal for Trey with Eternatus, and he goes first, which is actually perfect for Dewey going with the Volcanion second, so he can do Flare Starter and get 3 energies out on the field. Trey is putting down a Eternatus V and an energy attached. And I see an Escape Rope on his hand, a Quick Ball, an energy. Let's see what he uses. Probably going for the Quick Ball, or will he not? Yes, is he? There we go. Discarding the Escape Rope and going for a basic Pokemon in the deck. Let's see what it is. Probably another Eternatus or a Crobat. There we go. There's a Crobat. Now let's see if he's gonna play this turn as well. He might have to play some other cards from his hand to draw as much cards with the Crobat as possible. But I think I saw a VMAX and energy, so he needs that for next turn. And let's see if he... Yep, he plays down a Crobat for 3 cards, I think. That's still okay. I think I saw 2 Crushing Hammers. Wow, that's nice. And let's see... if he's done with the turn. I don't think he can do much more, so it's Dewey's turn over here. He is gonna place... yeah, he's gonna use a Quick Ball, and he is trying to get a basic Pokemon out. Maybe a Mew3 or a Victini. There we go, Victini V. This is also the old one from Darkness Ablaze and not from Battle Styles. Let's see what else he can do with that. I really haven't seen his hand cards yet. But... the thing is, Trey is really good set up here already in the next turn. He can start attacking if he can switch out and get some more basic Pokemon on his bench. He's gonna make a lot of damage. Now, all Dewey needs is attach this energy to... oh, this is a Welder. This is a Japanese Welder if you don't recognize it. And he's attaching 1 energy to the Volcanion, drawing 3 more cards. Let's see what else he has. Does he have more energy? I don't think he drew into any energies. That means no attach for turn for him, but that's fine. He can use the Flare Starter now and search his deck for 3 energies and attach them to his Pokemon in any way he likes. So what I'm guessing here is he is going for the Victini, needs 2 energies, and maybe the third one on the Mew3. That's what I'm guessing. Trey already starting his turn here. Without Dewey even having attached his energies. Trey put down a Dark City, so now his basic Dark Pokemon have free retreat, which is awesome. There we go, that's the first Crushing Hammer. Let's see, there's a 2. Yep, the 1 energy gone. And he playing down a second, there we go, and a 5, that's a Tails. Ripperonis, but 1 energy gone already. Alright, let's see. Also realize now that is a weakness card energy he's having on his hand. I didn't see that earlier. There's the VMAX Evolve and the weakness card as second energy. Doesn't really matter here because Dewey can't hit for weakness, but still energy, still works for the attack. Now, Trey has 2 Pokemon on his bench only. He needs some more. So, oh, there's a Marnie, perfect. He needs some more, so the Eternatus does more damage. Eternatus Vmax essentially does 30 damage for each Dark Pokemon in play you have, and with a big bench, which the ability of Eternatus Vmax allows, so 8 Pokemon on the bench, that can be a total of 270 damage, which would be ideal to instantly knock out that Mew3 because it exactly has 270 HP. Alright, there we go. There is some damage, 90 damage on the Volcanion. And Dewey uses a Marshadow, getting rid of that Dark City. Well played. Attaches a second energy to the Victini. Let's see if he can... ooh, there's the boss. Is he going? Yeah, he's going for a Crobat. Probably trying to stall a turn here to not get knocked out yet. And he's playing down a Crobat for 4 cards. Let's see what he has. He has a Fire Crystal, an energy, a balloon, a what's that? A Pokégear 3.0, I think, as well. So He might, I don't know, he might attach the balloon now to, is he? Oh, there we go. There's the Pokégear. Let's see what he gets. Does he get a Welder or something? Look at the top 7 cards and get a supporter out. And he does not have anything there. Wow, that's quite unlucky, but it can happen. Now, what I'm guessing is Dewey's trying to get a Flare Starter for 1 energy going here again. Onto the Mew3. I guess that's the only option he has. He just needs to hope that Trey does not have a boss for next turn to boss up a Mew3 or a Victini over there. Alright, yeah, he doesn't really have much more to play. He's attaching the Air Balloon to Mew3, having 0 retreat cost now. That's nice, but in this matchup, I really think if he had a Big Charm on the Mew3, it would be way better, so he wouldn't be one-shotted by Eternatus. But let's see how this plays. You never know. Alright, there's the Flare Starter for 1 more energy on the Mew3, and Trey is playing a Ultra Ball, looking on the top cards of his deck, trying to get out a Pokemon. And he might go for the Yveltal, maybe he goes for the Zigzagoon from these 7 cards. Let's see, he probably goes for the Zigzagoon just to go make some pings already, or does he go for the Yveltal? There is the Yveltal. He takes out the Yveltal. The reason this Pokemon is played is essentially the free retreat cost, so you can always put him up when knocked out and then just retreat. Other than that, he doesn't really make much damage. Can make up to 60 damage, but essentially it's all just because it's a 1-prizer with free retreat. In order to attack here, Trey needs to switch out, so he might just attach an energy to Crobat. There we go, to hard retreat. And he also has a research on his hand, so he might use that, probably will. Is he looking in his discard? Yeah, so he is using the Pulpet, getting, I think he just has the money in the discard, the money back into the deck, and just to use that because otherwise he discarded anyways with the Professor's Research, which he most likely will play now and getting 7 more cards into his hand. Let's see if that's what he's doing. Yep, there we go. There's the research, discarding his hand, going for 7 more cards. There we go. Let's see what his hand is now. Does he have more energies? A boss, a research. Is that? Yes, that is another Ultra Ball. Let's see if he can get some more Pokemon out. I think a Crobat will be pretty nice, or just the next Eternatus. There's an Eternatus, perfect. Eternatus V out on the bench. That's 30 more damage for the VMAX in attack already. That's nice. I'm not sure if I saw any other balls in his hand, any quick balls or anything alike. Alright, there we go. He puts that down. Oh, I think I saw even... There's another quick ball, and he has 3 bosses on the hand. What are the odds for that? There's a Swell. Wow, alright. And a quick ball. So the Swell essentially just discards the next stadium card that is played. So if Dewey wants to play a Giant Hearth, for example, it will be discarded, which is great for Trey over here. And it looks like he is going for a Zigzagoon with a quick ball, putting a Zigzagoon down, pinging the Victini with 10 damage, and now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Pokemon on the bench, 6 with the active times 3, which is enough to knock out the active Pokemon. Sadly, he can't boss up this turn, but he goes for the first knock, knocking out the Volcanion, taking 1 prize card. There we go. So Dewey promotes the Mewtwo, and with 2 energies attached, there's a Mew for the bench. Alright, not really necessary here, but I guess just a sacrificial 1 prize on the bench. There's a 3rd energy on the Mew3. Let's see what attack he is going for. Well, Dewey does not have any of the other GX/tag team Pokemon he's playing in his deck on his bench for the Mew3 to use their attacks, and he doesn't have them in his discard pile either. So Dewey is playing down a Crobat, trying to get a few more cards. There's a Giant Hearth, can't really use it though because of the swell, but probably will place it down just to get rid of the swell. He does not have a Marshadow anymore, he used that already, and he is just playing one. And for the Mew 3 attacks he can use, so the thing here is he plays a Charizard-GX with the 300 damage and the Reshiram and a Heatran-GX, and those are the only attacks which the Mew 3 can use if those Pokemon are in the discard pile or on the bench, which they are not. So I'm not really sure what Dewey is gonna do here. He might just have to retreat for free with the Air Balloon, and that is exactly what he is doing. And he's promoting the Victini, not the VMAX, just the V. And if he attacks now, that's damage for... Oh, there we go. Tool Jammer, disabling all other tools in play, which then not really are any. Except for the Mew 3, but it only affects your opponents. And he's going for the attack, doing 120 damage with only 4 energies on the Victini and the Eternatus. Well, that's already some good damage on the Eternatus. So Dewey can try knocking it out next turn if he can get those energies in the discard pile. Those Pokemon, sorry, not the energies. Alright, it's Trey's turn. Let's see what he's gonna do. He attaches to the next Eternatus. He has a research on the hand, but he cannot really play it. He has 3 bosses on the hand. And that would be such a waste. So I don't think he's gonna do that. But he's gonna play a Quick Ball, discarding one of the bosses. Probably looking for, well, anything actually. A Crobat will work, getting a few more cards on his hand. Right now Trey has 5 Pokemon on his bench. With that Crobat it is 6 Pokemon, so he can put 2 more Pokemon on his bench, so it's 8, and then he would do 270 damage, which is enough to knock out the Mew 3 and take 3 prizes. Alright, there was no Pokemon in there he drew, but 2 more energies and a switch, which also are quite useful here. Now he's going for the attack. Obviously there will be a knock, or is he? I am not sure what's happening here. I mean, he has not yet played a supporter. He just pointed on the Victini. Maybe he will still... He still has a Marnie, so he might... Oh, there we go. Well, he plays the Marnie. I guess that was a good move, just to get those bosses back in the deck so you don't have to discard them. And he is getting a wonderful hand with another Yveltal. Now he just needs 1 more Pokemon on his bench and he is fully set up already. So there's the Yveltal. He also has an energy and a next Marnie for the other turn. Now he goes for the attack, knocking out that Victini. 2 more prize cards. He's down to 3 prize cards. The only thing here is Trey does not have another VMAX in play, but this one. If this VMAX is knocked out, he needs to discard his bench again until it's 5. And oh, there we go. Dewey did top deck the Charizard-GX, and now he's discarding it with the Giant Hearth he's playing out. Perfect, there we go. So now Dewey can actually knock out the Eternatus if he wants to, which obviously he wants to. And that was such a lucky top deck right there. All he needs to do is attach an energy and make the damage. Luckily, the Eternatus already has 120 damage out there. And he's playing a Fire Crystal first, putting 3 energies from his discard pile in his hand. Alright, why not? He does not have a... I don't think he has a Welder. And he puts on the Reshiram on his bench, attaching an energy to the Mew 3. Now he doesn't even have to use the GX from the Charizard in his discard pile. He might just use the Reshiram Flare Strike with 230 damage, which also will be enough to knock out. And that's what he is doing, knocking out Trey's VMAX, taking 3 prize cards. And on top of that, Trey needs to discard his bench, which is bad. That's really bad for him. Alright, so he now has the Yveltal out there. He didn't discard a Pokemon yet. He totally didn't even do that. I need to admit though, it is a thing that happens to all of us all the time. I think both players just didn't notice it here, that the bench needs to be discarded, and it would just be 1 Pokemon anyways here. But there we go, there's a next VMAX and a second energy on it. And he's counting his Pokemon there. Now he has a quick ball discarding an energy. Let's see what else he's getting out. Let's see what it will be. Probably anything at this point. He has... How many do we have? We got... oh, he's going for a Goon. Well, he only has 6 Pokemon out, so that would be 7 on the bench. There we go, now it's 7. He needs 1 more to knock. Technically would need 2 more because he had to discard 1. And he is counting, playing a Marnie over here as well. Let's see, both players shuffling their hand out of their deck and drawing 4 more cards for Dewey. Trey gets 5 more cards. Let's see if he gets a Pokemon. There's a Spiritomb. Now that is enough to knock out. But we need to be real here. I don't think anyone caught this misplay live. And I didn't see it either when I was watching it live. But now I just caught it. And Trey should have 1 more Pokemon to knock this out. But I don't think it matters too much anyways. Because he gets the first damage on that Mew 3. And in order to get damage done, there's no way Dewey can one-shot Trey's Eternatus Vmax in any way. So he was lucky with getting the first damage done there. And that's a GG, well played by both players. So here we see the Vmax being knocked out again. And naturally you need to promote 1 Pokemon, which Trey does here. And then discard Pokemon on your bench until you have 5 Pokemon remaining, unless you get another VMAX already on the field, which in this case it is not a thing, so there's 1 Pokemon too much on the bench. So if you are playing Eternatus or you're playing against an Eternatus, always take a look on the bench as soon as you knock out a VMAX. Very important, but as I said, can happen to everyone, not even we caught that. And as usual, the deck lists and the link to the full stream are in the description. And if you want to catch our streams live every Tuesday, check out the Frosted Caribou YouTube channel.